Hi everybody, in this next step of the Nuggeta tutorial series we are going to see how to integrate a workflow of game management into the Sweet Spots online game. So as in the previous step, you can download or check out the step 2 sample from the Nuggeta samples repository in GitHub. So here I have my local repository with the step 2 and the NGDL folder. I go to the developer site, login. I can create a new game and retrieve the game definition file from the NGDL folder into my local repository here in step 2. And I can import it and create my new game. Once our new game is created, we need to download the HTML5 API. And as in the same way that we did in the previous tutorial, we just integrate this API into the step 2 of the Sweet Spot online samples. So I copy it into my local repository in the JS folder here. And now I just change the game ID into the main.js file. Get the step 2 game ID in the developer site. Then we just launch the index HTML file into a web browser, get the connection ready and try to play. Here we can see that we unlock a new screen to play as a visitor. But before going deeper into the UI sample, let's take a look at the code that is needed to manage a game workflow in the main.js file. So the first step is to active the choose color screen when the player clicks the player's visitor button. Here you can see in the UI, when you click player's visitor, you can choose your color. And when the player has selected his color, a new screen method is called here game type page, where we search a game by using the API method search image at game, which is very easy to use and will automatically join your player into a new or already pending game. When we receive the search image at game response at the end of the file, here, and if it is accepted, we will prepare the game UI by calling the method initFirstGame. So we can take a look at the UI and here create 2 players. Second players here. Also play as a visitor, choose the red color. Now that our players are accepted in a game, we just need to start this game. So for that we use here the default game characteristic. To see how our game characteristics are defined, we need to go in the developer site, in the configuration page, and see that our game is in an auto start mode, meaning that when the minimum number of players is reached, the game will be automatically started, and then the players will receive a game state change message with the value running. Here we can see the code, the method on game state change, and here the value running. So we listen to this message, and when the status is running, we restart the game by calling this method, which really display the UI for the 2 players. Now that we are in the game, even in the UI, we can listen to another message notifying us that a player has left the game. So here you can see in the code a method called on player unjoin game, and here we decided to show a pop-up to notify the player that his opponent has left and unjoin him from the game when click the OK button. So here you can see in the UI if I leave this game, the first player has a pop-up telling him that the player has left, and you can click OK just to enjoy automatically the game. This is the end of this tutorial. The next step now is to handle the different turns of this game, telling which player is going to play. This will be very easy to implement with the Nuggeta turn-based API. Thanks for watching.